How you guys look, folk here, and welcome to another FIFA 20 player review. And today, guys, we're reviewing the 84 rated new Team of the Week player, Marco Arnautovic, who has got his first inform of FIFA 20, and his card does look pretty awesome. Obviously, the CSL League starting to get better and better week after week now, and yeah, I was able to pick one for just 13,000 coins, which is an absolutely insane price for a card that does look really good. And in the 5 games that I played with, he scored me 4 goals and didn't get me any assists. And he does also have a 4-star big foot as well as 4-star skill moves. Moving along into his game stats, his main standout stats are going to be his 88 shot power, his 86 strength, as well as his 87 ball control, and finally his 87 positioning. And I did also have the Hawk chemistry style applied to this Arnautovic card. Now, I didn't actually play 5 games with this card, it was just 4 games. There was one game where I went into it straight away, and then the guy just paused it and decided to quit. And also, apologies if I don't sound maybe feeling the best at the moment in this video. I've literally just seen the Liverpool team for tonight's derby against Everton, and I'm kind of concerned. You know, we've got Xherdan Shaqiri playing his first game in like 6 months. Salah and Firmino are on the bench. Henderson, our captain, is on the bench, obviously with it being Christmas time, squad rotation, all that kind of stuff. But even so, for the derby, it's just it's a bit interesting. But yeah, hopefully we win the game. But anyway, focusing on this Arnautovic card, yeah, I can't believe he was so cheap as 13,000 coins. I think he's very good. Obviously, you can link him in with, I think he gets a green link actually to that Scream Hulk. He actually does, yeah. And obviously, if you maybe got the flashback Paulinho or the flashback Mascherano, you can fit him in there as well. So it's a decent card. And, you know, and as I've mentioned, the CSL is continuing to become a better league week on week. I think there was also someone else from the CSL that got an inform this week. It might have been Bakambu, potentially, although I'm not too sure. But yeah, he looks good. In terms of how he's to use in game, I don't think he's amazing. I think he's decent. I mean, he got me 4 goals in technically 4 games, because we're not going to really count that other game where literally just after the first minute, the kid basically left. So technically, it was 4 goals in 4 games with 0 assists, and 4 goals in 4 games. That's a decent return for the most part. And he reminds me a little bit of Harry Kane. And the reason why he reminds me of Harry Kane is because when I occasionally watch Harry Kane, I'm sure there'll be people that agree with me with this. Don't get me wrong, he's a great goal scorer, but that's it. He scores goals. He doesn't do anything else. And Arnautovic scored goals, but didn't do anything else. There's nothing exciting to him. His passing is a bit lame. His dribbling is just awful. Yes, his strength's okay. His pace, he feels very sluggish. It takes him ages to get up to any kind of speed. But he'd somehow score insane goals. And we'll talk about his his first main pro, will be his finishing. His finishing was really good for the most part. There were a few occasions where the keeper would force a good save or something like that, or he'd hit the post or something. But a couple of his goals were top class. It was simple as that. He can finish on his left foot, he can finish on his right foot, no question about that whatsoever. 81 finishing and 87 positioning. That positioning goes up into the 90s with that Hawk chem style. His shot power as well goes into the 90s. His finishing goes to 85. Yeah, he did score some insane goals for me. 4 goals in 4 games. It's not a bad return, I suppose. And also his strength was very good. He's a pretty hull striker coming in at, I believe, it's over 6 foot. Yes, 6'4". Not quite as tall as me, but still pretty tall. I'm 6'5" for those that are wondering, but probably no one cares. But anyway, moving past that, yeah, he's got 86 strength, which goes to 90 with that Hawk chem style, which is pretty decent. And yeah, he also kind of reminds me of, of a player that can really hold up the ball a little bit, pretty well. Harry Kane, I guess, can hold up the ball well, and he can also do that. And that's, I suppose, a good little asset to him, because he really does lack in dribbling, and it's something that's very difficult to be able to do with this card. Occasionally his dribbling would be, at times alright. It's because of how good his ball control and dribbling is, but his 86 dribbling on his in-game stat, but his agility and balance is just awful. And looking back at this, yes, maybe I should have put a chem style to increase those stats, but the fact that both his agility and balance are so bad that even putting a chemistry style to maybe increase this up to like 75 agility and 72 balance or whatever, I don't think it would have made that much of a difference. I still think he's just a really clunky striker. I remember using his headline card last year in FIFA, like his 87 rated card, when he was still playing in the Premier League with West Ham, I believe, and I'm sure I said the exact same thing. He's just too clunky. That's the problem. He doesn't feel like he's got any pace, as I mentioned before. It takes him ages to get up to any kind of speed, and it's just very difficult to be able to, in my opinion, gets the best out of him. And it's weird for me to say this, because he does have he got 4 goals in 4 games, which is an unbelievable return, to be honest, but I didn't feel like it didn't feel great when using him. That's just my honest opinion. You know, he scored goals, but I didn't get, in my personal opinion, a lot of enjoyment out of using him. But at the end of the day, he doesn't even cost that much. He costs like barely 15,000 coins. If you're going to be FUT Champs rewards, you know, it's a decent card to have, don't get me wrong, but it's someone that I personally, you know, I think there's a lot of other better strikers in the game, in my personal opinion. So, yeah, that's what I'd say. Finishing, strength, good parts, but overall, still very, very sluggish. It's very hard to use his pace and also to use his dribbling. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, some of his goals were top class. But anyway, guys, that is going to fit the play. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.